10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC predators turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. TNC predators turn to ban. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC predators turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC predators turn to pick. Fanatics turn to pick.
Oracle.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC predators turn.
Storm Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick.
Sack.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban.
Night Stalker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn to ban. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn to ban. Fanatics turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn
Phantom Assassin.
You may now select your heroes.
Vision against the Night Stalker. Night Stalker is the key. Well, I don't feel analysts on the panel. Ports not.
Prepare
I'll pretend I didn't enjoy this.
You're thinking about what you're gonna pick. This is a I'm just gonna chill, maybe do something else, do the dishes while I'm dead, because you're a lot of time dead. It's gonna be a rough one.
Huzzah!
The next label play.
You gotta prove these analysts wrong. Going with you, TNC. Just for that reason. And I read some coffee beans earlier. Game number 3 here. It is a very, very important game because obviously the winner of this game wins the series, and then a whole bunch of things happen in the standings that will happen. You guys will figure it out after it's done. And then we come into tomorrow, which is final day. I mean, this is down to the wire. Quite literally, it is...
Yeah, I can't believe we're almost done with Southeast Asia.
Yeah. And it's so close. We spent 6 weeks to learn no answers. We have no idea who's going to the major.
The battle begins.
Could you imagine? See what ends up happening. FNATIC winning game 2, TNC taking game number 1. If you guys are just joining us, need a refresher.
Yeah, not a real
shard.
item, not a shard, not a refresher orb.
See, we'll see what happens. Dab's back on that. Enigma. Soros picks up the Night Stalker. Moon.
Denied!
He's had
No.
kind of 2 interesting matchups. The first game obviously wasn't as great for him. The second game was good. I don't think it was as good as we've ever seen, that's for sure.
Yeah, this time around, I tracked a good answer to the Storm Spirit in the laning stage. Both of these heroes should farm. Like you buy a Raindrop, of course, on a last track. You buy a Storm Spirit eventually after you get Bottle. It's about how much you can harass a Moon. Really playing the well.
Two-legged abomination.
Well, playing the really well right now and just out pushing the lane. Farm underneath the tower, possibly getting some denies. So just some standard stuff. Like I would call this pick 5 for last track, in my opinion. Haven't seen that matchup in a while. I believe last track received buffs lately. I'm not just talking about the latest patch, but the overall still feels like a very strong hero overall.
Right. Is this a lineup where TNC are going to try and use that power of the try and because they've got Lashrak and Beastman.
It's
this
a lot
seems
of
high pressure.
A lot of tower damage coming out from these 2 heroes.
Two-legged
So
abomination.
towers could potentially melt. You have a vision coming out. Hawk, but once again, there is vision from Stalker, which is the Bounty Hunter, Remnants. I want to see how much Phantom Ascent get on the bottom lane. Enigma range creeps. 5 Enigma, but I feel in this game you kind of start as a 5 in the lane, and you get the farm. You prioritize farm instead of,
Which is a little bit saw in the previous game. Comes Beastmaster will handle this. Obviously, we do not because it turn into Idolize. Fortune's End, Carmel moving forward, lands the stun. This could be first blood. Moon trying to get away. Febby purifying flames. Armel with the first blood on Moon. TNC come away with first blood once again.
this is the type of rotation you don't expect to happen, like enemies in position 5 just coming at you 3 minutes in. Supports come 4-minute mark. Like, this is not allowed. This is illegal. Like, you can only secure the runes at 4-minute mark.
We're gonna have to write you.
What allowed this to happen is the sentry ward that they placed on the high ground on the mid lane, which dewarded their observer, so that you can make that kind of.
You know, this is something that Teddy was trying to get done in the last game. Well, really the first two, Spirit Breaker, where we saw him.
Yeah, that's why he was level 1, 7 minutes in the second game. Not very successful. You can leave a Monkey King alone, especially if his lane is power. He's playing into 2 melee heroes. One of them is Night Stalker. He really doesn't put pressure during.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Could be being level 3 TJ. 3. He's actually a higher level than the Night Stalker at the moment. This lane is going kind of oddly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's just very odd to see, because last game we saw him getting like 2 CS. You know, he wasn't getting any.
He's probably like, guys, I can also kill the creeps. I'll show you in this one. Pulls the lane and gets a couple of CS going into Urn after boots of speed.
Battle Fury here for the Phantom Assassin, level 3 for KP. To work with what he can as he does eventually take that second, third level points, putting them in. Going after the boar, Raven. All right, he'll get some extra gold if he can get it, but KP with the deny. Baby stacks are disrupted. He actually gets 1 stack. DJ trying to disrupt these stacks will spot them.
Radiant's
Could be
courier
really good
has
for
been
Armel, who takes out the Urn.
Killed his Urn, but only for a minute and seconds. Early kills don't matter that much. Febby, as you mentioned, stacking. Lashrak, one of the best heroes in the game. You're the stacks with once you get that 6 full snow, especially the 2 camps. Pull 1 and get double the value from the full snow. Very easy to actually clear.
Coming over towards mid, level 6 here. The Moon stun actually hits on the bounty hunter. Uh-oh, DJ. Should have known that sentry was still there, right?
Probably, yeah. It's gonna expire in like 45 seconds. Enigma getting some nice levels on the bottom. He's actually level 4. Last game we've seen Enigma also being level 2, 6-7 minutes in, struggling.
Being said though, it's a 1k lead here for TNC, and look at the stacks that are taking juicy gold coming in for both him and Febby, and experience as well. Some that Febby's gonna desperately need, trying to get to that early level 6. Get to the false promise as quickly as possible. It is that first nighttime, but I'm not sure Masaros is going to be able to do much at the moment. This KP getting run down. DJ's here. KP hit with a stifling dagger, and that will cure it for Raven.
Unfortunately, DJ does not earn. It would be like a good portion of damage when you play a bounty hunter. Sometimes all you need hero off. Now it's nighttime, so Masaros dragging the creep wave back. It's very hard for them to just stay in the lane, play against the Mexican. This is some really nice stuff that he's doing right now. Manipulating the creep wave, move, he's in.
Chase Masaros, he doesn't have the crippling fear, but I'm not sure that's going to matter. Dallas comes in, he's under the tower. Skip! Gabby not going to survive, eventually falls to Masaros. And while that's happening though, one position to go down across the map, Georgia. Almost died to TPing out. So Raven drops, Gabby drops, and now pressure coming out from Armel. He's got Diabolic Edict ready in 6, as well as the tower.
Edict is maxed out. They have no trees. If KP is
Radiant structures are
extra trees to see any kind of rotation possibly happening. They will keep their tier 1 tower alive on the top lane. So this type of rotation where Armel goes away from the lane, there is a position for Rubik soaking out the KP. You would expect them to make a rotation possibly top, protect their Monkey King, but instead they kill the enemy, carry hero. It's kind of a trade, but they get the tower top of that. So very nicely done by TNC.
Really well done. Get that tower. Continue to extend that lead. Got Febby working in on level 6. Walks by him. Smoke play coming in from as well as Armel. That's the double stun that should secure a kill. Time's going to run out in a minute 22, but they're going to go after this Walker anyway, who is now level 6, still not holding a point in the cripple. Fear does have Ascension. He's on the tower. This is a bad spot for him to be in. Fortune's end, and now they should have the stun followed up by Armel and the kill. Alice strike not even needed as Armel now dominating 4-0 and up.
Armel is all over. Very active.
KP throwing up the Primal Roar, but Moon and Raven down here just going to KP. is actually going to die to the board. And the Necro Creep.
Interesting. I mean, they had no sentries. Rubik just placed one, so he could have potentially used his invisibility to keep himself alive.
Want to say, yeah. Semester dusted him right.
Oh, he dusted him? Okay. Monkey's just having too much fun. They try to go on P. I don't think they even get that kill because Rubik is only level 5, Rubik 6. Steals a spell, steals a dagger. For damage on the slow could make a difference, but they're also very close to tier 2 tower, so should be very careful how they approach this one. They have Gabby on the bottom lane.
Make an abomination.
DJ's here too. They're going to continue to go for him. That's one crit. Looking for another. That's a second crit. And, well, you're going to get the kill with Gabby. Nobody there to help him. Pretty late to get one in rebuttal. Maybe he dies to Masar.
It's a solo kill. Night Stalker doesn't even have a point in Crippling Fear. I don't think you even get it.
Like himself.
You need to be very greedy on the Night Stalker. Like, you can't just go for that Crippling Fear early on, like 2-1-2 build. It doesn't really...
DJ is right there and spotting KP.
Mine!
5 and just have the tome, so that'll hit him towards level 6. Now they've got track gold to work with a 2K lead for TNC. Now, however, it is pushed back towards TNC. Not that tier 1
Radiant are scanning.
but they have kept their safe.
And they got picked off a couple of times, slowing the Monkey King's game down. He's also going into Battle Fury. He actually has a full Battle Fury. 11 minutes. No, I'm kidding. My bad. Always got
And they'll get a kill on the Jabs. Quick kill, just returning to the falling. Vortex coming through. Buyback used by the Enigma. He has the black hole. Might be able to use it onto multiple heroes. They don't even need this onto the Leshrac.
It's the elements now.
So getting the kill there, and will be now getting jumped on. Telekinesis even needs to be careful. Purifying Flames coming in. And Jeff's still back to throw out a black hole, but he hasn't been able to do that just yet. Gabby for an opportunity to use that primal spin.
Invisibility.
Jabs wanted to just join a fight, possibly use a black hole, but it was all about the chase potential, getting the track gold, a couple of kills,
Dire's
and
top
the
tower
value
is
from the
under
buyback.
attack.
But yeah, didn't happen. So needs to farm up. I see drums being built on Enigma. It could just potentially be the same build that for the last game. I wouldn't mind that. You know, it was kind of a game winning. You gave hard time to Rubik to steal your black hole.
It's a little bit different now where
Bounty Hunter is not a hero that farms the creeps. Kill the couriers, kill the heroes, get that track gold going. So those creeps are still not gonna be touched, which allows Jab.
Jay TPing towards top. You've got Rubik here with his idol on.
Yeah, I was very surprised. Like, there's no way that's battle for like 11 minutes, and on top of the power treads, he would be way too farmed. Going back into Orb of Corrosion. I kind of like that because it gives you minus armor. It stacks with the Deso, and you have this extra slow. It's like a cheaper Deso type of a thing.
It feels like.
But if you get it first, then your Battle Fury is the. So I really like it. I've seen in Europe some European players getting the Orb of Corrosion, then going into Battle Fury, which delays your few minutes sometimes. If you don't get any kills, you don't get any.
Telekinesis through that Fortune Gem, but he does get the ball lining up.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Now he's got that Orchid, so the game just got harder for both supports. side of TNC. Could
Radiant's
potentially
middle
feel
tower
really
is
bad.
falling.
They might be going through here in more than one way.
Our panel talked about how the supports are going to have a hard time. It's just going to
Dire's
become
top
harder
tower
as
is under
this game
attack.
progresses. Once soccer gets probably a blame dagger on top of that to beat the find that Oracle storm jumps. Phantom Assassin level 15, extra 300 cast range
Radiant's
on the
courier has
Phantom
been
Strike.
killed.
It's just hard. They have a vision on you. They're just pretty.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Over here.
Listen, you're
Touche.
no, continue in front. They got the tier 1 mid, they got the tier 1 bottom. They haven't taken anything more than that. Twos just yet. KB being built.
Dire's
Worst item
top tower
average.
is under attack.
Sorrows. He's been up towards top.
He's been just farming top lane. Now it's nighttime.
Dire's structures
Needs 1,000
are
gold to finish off
fortified.
his BKB. They're not in a rush. They
Radiant
have
are
super
scanning.
good late game heroes, but could start putting some pressure
Dire's top tower
with this
is
night.
falling.
Raven might need to be careful as they've smoked up on the side of TNC and they're heading towards top. Trying to make a play happen. They're running into Soros instead. He's up in the air. The stun will land. They've got the fortunes and they'll grab the kill onto Soros. Grab themselves a nice kill onto the Night Stalker. Rubik by the deal the it's got enough gold for a king. With Arcane, Rubik's pretty far.
He really is. Not the best spells to speed though. This game. Track, Black Hole of course, Midnight Pulse.
Okay, he's got Black Hole. TJ's here. Uh-oh. This is a kill onto Gabby. It's not Gabby who gets the kill onto Jabs, but Jabs who gets the kill on Gabby. And Gabby was eyeing that one out for a long time. Feels really bad for the Monkey.
It's a tough one for Monkey King, playing into Track, playing into Night Stalker, flying over you, Midnight Pulse to cut down your trees, Storm Spirit. It's just gonna be tough. To go back to the item build from Rubik, he decided to go for Mech this time around, which I really like. Instead of just picking up Blink Dagger, they go together. They need to be able to survive through initial burst, and this Mech kind of covers a bit of the weaknesses that they have with their lineup. Oracle is fine as a support, you know, but he needs a bit of an extra. He needs to take care of him if they get a jump, so this mech could make it.
Makes a difference. By the way, just looking at Monkey King, opposite. Treads, Orb of Corrosion, then back.
And he died 3 times. While more than 1 kill, while PA has 3 kills, 3 last hits. This is where the difference.
But it is
Dire's courier has been killed.
Trouble on bottom. There's the boots of travel from Lash. Armel should be able to get the kill lines at this time.
Jabs who goes to Soros. Damage immediately on this first track. Rules into the air. Silence no longer there. He's trying to run Pulse Nova. Maybe looking for a stun. Raven right on him. Gets a crit. The stun hits afterwards.
Oh no,
PvP
you're
now
not
trying
getting
to
out of this
TP.
one.
And well, no chance that's going to happen as it'll be a second with the Stifling Dagger getting the kill on that one. So for Raven with a couple of crits there. Daggers and, well, PA prayed to the...
She's, yeah. Already level 15.
The next label play.
Only level 11. Doesn't even have Battle Fury. FNATIC has a really good timing. Once Phantom Assassin gets the BKB, they should still be able to have like a minute left on nighttime.
That should help.
Maybe end the night going on. But good pressure mid tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Their lineup is very good at picking people off during the nighttime.
Yeah.
Vision from the Night Stalker. use that Dark Ascension, Storm Spirit jump, Bounty Hunter with the track scouting where they're standing. They also feel very comfortable going in. Have Enigma, you have Night Stalker, this here really scales, Phantom Assassin, and
DJ getting caught again. Another kill there for Armel.
Have a little humility.
He's doing all right. Second of the network, but does really pick it up.
Radiant are
Maybe enough
scanning.
for the rest of the
Radiant
team.
are using scan, they know where Monkey is.
Come in, Jabs is
Oh,
trying to get back
Jab.
home.
What is Jab doing? He just attacked the boar with his Eidolons.
False promise with BKB being caught by Raven, and the other side of Michael, they've got KP, so they'll get the kill there on the Beastmaster. BKB's been caught by Raven, and instead he'll claim the staff.
They could have gotten the Monkey. Jabs attacked the boar with Eidolons for no reason. They should have revealed the smoke. But yeah, still, they get 2 kills. Could pressure the mid tower right now. Dark Ascension ready.
A tie.
5 seconds. We'll have that 30-second window to work with.
Thing is, like, even with this Storm and the Night Stalker, you thought it was going to be the support switch, but even the
Dire's
Beastmaster
middle tower is under attack.
just saw evidence there.
Dire's
Like, Storm comes in,
structures are
Orchid, then
fortified.
you've got Night Stalker jumping in. By trees. Sentry goodbye, Armel. Vortex comes in, Black Hole moves in, that's a dead Rashrak. Primal Roar uses defense, and that's not going to make anything happen here. As they'll get
Dire's middle
another
tower
crit
is
from
under
a
attack.
Dagger Raven with the kill and a KP. They are just running down this TNC side. It is not looking likely to make it back. And
They're not stopping. They're actually going to die to
Rubik, they want another kill. They'll get
Radiant's
confident
top
in 10.
tower is under attack.
Perfect timing. Like, Enigma goes in, uses Midnight Bolts, it cuts down the tree.
Dire's
Seems like they were
middle
not
tower is under attack.
keeping the track
Radiant structures
on the
are
Dark
fortified.
Ascension because TNC, they were ready to take that fight, but 30 seconds is all they need. In and out multiple
Dire's
times.
middle tower has fallen.
Black King bar ready. Didn't even pop it on the Night Stalker. He continues to farm. This is a standard Stalker build. Either BKB into Blink or Blink into B and getting nullifier, so you just boards even more.
Dire's middle tower is under
If they
attack.
somehow can manage to get Ghost Scepter, Glimmer Key, Quarter Staff, so you that.
The next label play. Next label play.
Armel's game looks so good. His game's gotten much easier. Down for TNC, but they've worked against this before. They've been
I don't
able to
think
come
they
back.
can do it in this one. It's a different kind of a story. There's real off-laner,
Dire's courier has been
good scaling
killed.
lineup. You're once again playing the position for Enigma, who is getting the items. Like, he's farming, and they're getting some track
Dire's
kills.
top tower
Blink
is
is
under
done
attack.
on Enigma, and you can see Jabs
Dire
not being
are
afraid to
scanning.
use Hollow Black Hole, even though he's playing into
Radiant's
Rubik.
bottom tower is
TNC
under
needs to
attack.
put some pressure right now.
Dire's
They
top
know
tower
that there's
is
no
under attack.
time. There's gonna be Dark Ascension ready, but still they need to fight. If you're not fighting during the daytime, you're not winning. It's gonna be tough.
They're coming around the back. Look at that. BKB, Raven makes a
Dire's
smoke
middle
shot at
tower is under
KP.
attack.
Just unfair at that point. Smoke gets broken, blinding him with Vortex on one, Orchid on the other. Go for Tim's. They've got the track. They'll steal the ball. Lightning and Tim. He's tracked, but he's gone. False promise. He's trying to track
Wait,
out.
just wait. Track. When you see more than like 3 charges on Urn/Spirit Vessel, you know either the players playing that or they're countering it so much that you don't even need to. You choose which one it is here. Not really. You tried.
So it's 50-50. I either get it wrong.
No, it's just they don't even need to eat. You know?
Yeah.
This also item ruins the Monkey King. Going into very, very greedy build once again. Seen 3 times in a row coming up from the off laners. Now we see it from the safe laners as well. It's a farming item. It's also kind of a fighting item, but you still need a BKB. He has double BKB. That's how badly he wants it.
Can they withstand the early onslaught? You say it's very difficult. KBs are getting low. You know, Night Stalker
10-second BKB.
still hasn't used his BK, even though he's had
That's
it
a
for
good
so long.
sign.
All right. Seconds for Raven, though.
Dire's courier has been killed.
They're getting low. They can only get lower. Raven's-
Yeah, that's how it works. You can't have
Radiant are scanning. Dire's
Hello,
top
Ice
tower
Frog.
is under attack.
Need a
Dire's
BKB level
structures
2.
are fortified.
BKB2. Yeah, that sounds balanced.
That makes you
Where's the body?
spell immune and vulnerable.
And you can't. This is what this new tier 5 item is doing. Forget the name.
The
Shadow
shadows.
Prism.
BKB top my moon, not gonna get hit by the stun. Coach's in comes out, the spear on Rubik, and this is the chase that we were talking about though. Kill on Rubik, they already got the shot of BKB.
They should get more.
And he's in with no mana left, so he can scare Wukong's and Black Hole. Wukong's is gone, and now the Black Hole is out, and it's on a 2. But it's just not gonna do enough as they lose Jax and Moon, but can this salvage the fight? Primal War comes in, Phantom Assassin, but how much damage? Yeah, they do. They come off great. All the way across. Oh no, Moon! He's actually out of mana, but he does get the kill on Armel, and Masaros follows that up. One on the Tims, and it's just KP who is tracked.
That's how many buybacks? 1, 2, 3 buybacks from TNC, 1 buyback from FNATIC. It's still worth it. Like Storm got the last hit on the Armel, so he kind of got the gold back, 500 almost gold. We'll pick up that Arcane Rune, and I believe they can still fight. They can probably go into Roche Pit. As we said, like these supports are gonna struggle. Templar Assassin has full Abyssal Blade. It was nice dodge, try to go for it, but once the BKB is down, less Shrek damage is...
Stole the Black Hole on a 2. And they controlled Raven really well once the BKB was no longer available. Obviously, Storm buys back. Now, your focus could be Storm in the next fight, right? Take him out. You know he doesn't have buyback. He's your first target. Maybe you can turn this one around.
They should probably force a Roche fight. No Wukongs for 20 seconds. They are lurking around. There's still a couple of Hawks scouting things out.
Up KP to a Ghost Scepter. This game's at right now.
Dire
Necro
are
3 with
scanning.
boots and then Ghost Scepter.
No. FNATIC is inside the pit.
Dire's
Raven has a ton of
Thunder.
damage. Phantom Assassin, -3 armor corruption from the talent. Orb of Corrosion, also -3. They did not want to contest this. No Black Hole, no stolen Black Hole, so they're just gonna let this one get through. I'm wondering who's gonna pick up the Aegis. They still decide to give it to Raven, even though Moon bought back on the Storm Spirit.
I'm a little surprised because you know there's no Black Hole. You have Wukongs, you have Primal Roar. Can you
Dire's
fight
top
into this? I
tower
mean, it's
is
a
under
close
attack.
fight where maybe you land a stun coming in from the Leshrac. You can bait out the
Dire's
BKBs,
top
back
tower
off,
is
and go
falling.
back in. I mean, I know it's big ifs, but 12K, it feels like you maybe have to take that risk.
Now you're just giving an addict 5 minutes to do whatever they want, pretty much. Raven still feels very vulnerable after being down. Leshrac melts, so I can
I'm
understand
getting a
why
second
they
Middle tower
wind.
is under
Aegis
attack.
Phantom Assassin instead.
Let the fun begin.
Inside the Dire. KP's the one pushing bottom, and he is on the tower.
Over here now.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Monkey
under
just
attack.
used Wukong's command on the bottom lane. What?
Dire's middle tower is
Storm
under
was coming
attack.
their way.
Maybe.
Dire's middle tower has
Primal
fallen.
Roar him, try to set a trap,
Dire's courier
and now he
has
loses
been
his
killed.
courier, so that's his BKB gone.
Very interesting. So that gives them even, more time. 3 minutes without the BKB on Monkey. FNATIC should punish this.
Radiant are scarce.
All the opportunity in the world to punish this,
Radiant's
but
top tower
KP
is under
TPing
attack.
out. Moon, right? Nothing to work with. You have anything more than a Primal Roar, and I'm sure you caught vision. 2.5 minutes until KB is guard. Tree dance reduction. Could help it getting away from.
Yeah, it's a good shard. So between the trees.
That short is like one price.
It's a good shard. It's not like old Earthshaker shard, but it's up there. It's a good one.
I just think like the price points. Right? That's what you get for 1,400 gold. I think that's very. It's not overpowered. It's not. Hold for balance. Jabs. KB. Tough for who you want to target with the Primal Roar if you need.
FNATIC still feels very comfortable. Late game, choking them so they don't get out of the map. Try to control the most of
Dire's
the map.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
First
are
row, you can
fortified.
build up the advantage. Second one, but find an opening. It could potentially be the game-winning thing because 3 buybacks, remember, by TNC is like.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
No for everybody,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
2.5 minutes for
Radiant's top tower
Master
is under
and
attack.
they'll find KP. Falls Promise Primal Roar coming out of the Raven. Baby trying to TP out, but he'll be spotted. KP at least escapes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Baby gives up his life. The greater good.
The problem is you can't really hold split push against the FNATIC has Storm Spirit, one of the better ones. You have a Night Stalker, Bounty Hunting to count you out. So it's kind of hard. Very limited amount of farm that the
Your way back in right now is fight. You don't want to fight. Fight into the Phantom Assassin who
Aegis
has an
gone.
Aegis.
less than a minute. Maybe that's the time they're looking into.
Creation did to 496.
Big zip.
Spotted again. He got saved once. He's not going to get saved twice. If he's not here this time, hold your hand, KP, and KP now in the grave. BKB finally picked up here for the Monkey King. Also got that shard.
He's gone 30 seconds. Like Raven wants to take this fight. He's scouting them out, so he knows. Oh my god, if they get the zip,
He needs to move off that battlefield to cut the trees around him.
Dire's bottom tower is under
They got him. Gabby,
man,
taken out.
Gabby. First he
Looking for me.
loses command, loses the courier, now dies again. He's 0-5 and 4.
Regeneration.
Knock on your high ground. He doesn't have a buyback. He bought that shard. If he didn't, he would have had a buyback. So this should potentially be just 16 seconds. Let's see. Actually, they should both. They should see if there's a buyback coming up. The heroes.
He should have blinding all the way in
Dire's
deep.
bottom tower
I think
is
Gabby
under
should have just backed off those
Dire's
trees.
bottom
Yeah,
He had time. He was just trying to toy with them, and it's fine.
yeah. And knowing that they were
bottom
looking for him
barracks
too,
are
because Phantom Assassin's taking out trees, you know they have a way to
bottom barracks.
quickly deforest the area.
Huge mistake there from Gabby. 28 seconds. They might actually try to
Dire's
deal
bottom barracks
the tier
is
3
falling.
tower as well. They might actually
Dire's
be able
middle
to
tower
take
is
the
under
tower,
attack.
maybe even take the melee damage. But they will check how it's gonna go. Seconds.
All I need is the electric vortex coming through an RML. They're going to go to the back line to the side of the roof. They're getting the portal trial alive. All supports are silenced. RML's already dead. They'll fly back on the Rubik, but they don't have buyback available on the Shrek, so he's gone for 80 seconds. Primal War is used on him. Do they have the control? They've got the token. He's balance strike as well as the damage to get the kill. He's gone for 2 minutes, but he does have buyback. Phantom Assassin getting the kill on a Tim's. It's going to be 2v5 in this situation, looking very much like it's not happening for TNC here. Wukong's on cooldown for another 70 seconds. FNATIC will take the high ground, and I honestly think that they'll shut the door on this game.
Has fallen.
Yeah, that Monkey King move where he did not want it to go back. Yeah, I believe that's game. They have no buyback.
There it is,
Flashback
GG.
does not have enough gold, so that brings FNATIC, gives them the first place in the group. And Leon is playing. Leon is 5-1, so if Leon wins 1, that's
This is, big consequences for the